Why is the soy face so dislikable? I think he's talking about this face right here, and that's true. That face is dislikable. I ever see a face like this, I'm like, oh my god, that's cringe. Let's get into it.
Why do we get annoyed by this face? This is a face that you are probably associating with soy jacks.
Yep.
And this is true, but it also has kind of spilled into YouTube thumbnails.
Yeah, that's just cringe.
The late 2010s.
Yep.
This
I got some thumbnails like that.
A guy that has his mouth wide open and
Yep.
is like this like huge expression, like they're just like their mind has been shattered, right? For some reason, we see this type of face and we don't like it.
God, I'm literally cringing right here watching this guy do whatever he's doing right here. Why is he even doing that, dude? Oh, I'm like cringing right now. Like, he's right, dude. It is unlikable. He's right, dude. I do dislike the soy face, dude. This shit's annoying. I don't know why.
In fact, we kind of hate it. And I think the reasons behind it are actually fascinating. If you think about this face, it's usually associated with soy-lennials. These are millennial men.
Soy-lennials?
Schlubby, out of shape, have, you know, some pathetic attempt at a beard going on, and are generally just kind of not very dimorphic men.
Soy-lennials is crazy, dude. Soy-lennials, I gotta start using that. That's a good one, dude. There's a lot of them out there too, dude. It's a soy-lennial epidemic, dude.
Let's just say that. So there is already an association with a demographic of people that aren't particularly liked, and that are soy-lennials. And the only people that seem to like soy-lennials are other soy-lennials. I mean, I'm a millennial and I don't fucking like them. But I think the reason is actually quite more primal than this. If you think about like what this expression means, this kind of just insane expression, like you've just found $1 million in a briefcase.
How do you guys feel about this expression? Do you guys like it? I just started YouTube pretty recently, and when I was researching like, oh, what should I do for my thumbnails? What do people like? All this stuff. Everybody told me I need to do a face like this in my thumbnails. Surprised. You know. And I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I hate it. Damn, I want a soy latte now. Incel expression. Yeah. Yeah. Cool thing is, you can't pull this face off. It's true. I can't pull this face off. It's actually true. I do not have enough soy in me to pull a face like this off, dude. It just doesn't work. It just doesn't work.
It kind of communicates that this person has a lack of adrenaline control. Like,
what's going on with this guy?
Totally at the whim of any like feeling, and like they can't contain their emotions.
This guy crying over a Star Wars episode? Yeah, soy-lennial for sure.
This person has a lack of adrenaline control. Like, they are just totally at the whim of any like feeling, and like they can't contain their emotions.
I cannot imagine being this invested into a show or a movie. I am so sorry. Especially the worst ones. These are the Star Wars sequels. They're the worst Star Wars, by the way. Like, I understand maybe episode 3, Anakin, Padme, Obi-Wan situation. Cinema, peak. What is this, dude? These are the worst Star Wars movies. Why are you crying over these ones? Lock in, dude. Clone Wars too? Yeah, even Clone Wars I can maybe justify. The sequels? You need to lock in, man. I cried watching Naruto. That's fine. Naruto's peak. The only movie or show I've ever cried to is Marley and Me. Even a real man will cry to Marley and Me. Even the most emotionless individuals on the planet will cry to Marley and Me. Yeah, that was a sad movie, man. Yeah. Chappie is pretty valid too. This guy crying at Star Wars though is crazy. Crazy.
And for men, this is not a good thing. Like, if you think about like what men were doing throughout most of human history.
Oh yeah, right? Dude, I want to do that. This is what I want to do.
As to whether we, you know, survive or if we keep other people in our tribe to also live, is the degree to which we can control.
Look at how alpha this is, dude. I want to do this so bad.
Just spaz out, right? If you think about,
God, imagine hunting a woolly mammoth in real life, dude. That would be so cool. The masculine urge to hunt shit. 100%, dude. What's crazy is women don't get that emotion at all. That's just a guy thing. Like we just like, give me some spears, my homies, and a woolly mammoth to hunt, dude. Like that is so sick. That's all I want. You girls, you don't think about that at all, do you? God, I want to go pick some berries. Oh, that'll be so cool. Me and some of my lady friends picking some berries. Nope to that too. No, not with the berry thing. Not even an urge to build a cool fort out of sticks or dig a hole. Gotta dig a hole right. Dude, if I could just dig a hole right now, dude. Scientists are working on cloning woolly mammoths. So if they make that a thing and they're able to bring woolly mammoths back, dude, let's get some spears and let's go hunt some woolly mammoths, dude. That'd be great.
Hunting, things can go wrong. Like there's fucking dangerous animals out there.
Yep.
And you need to be focused.
Ooh, that looks like fun.
To actually, catch the animal and get the meat.
Look at that.
And on the other side, if you're like fighting with another tribe, of course, having some emotional breakdown doesn't help you there either. So in pretty much any like choke points to which a man in nature would die, being able to control your emotions, being able to control your adrenaline is a big deciding factor. So when we look at like a face like this, what this tells us is that this person doesn't have any adrenaline control.
Star Wars shirt, Nintendo Switch, dirty, soy face, soy-lennial. Yep, makes sense.
Is that this person doesn't have any adrenaline control. Can you imagine this guy watching your back, in case there's like a saber-toothed tiger that pounces on you?
You're dead.
No, like this, you're dead. Like you're just dead. Like this guy is gonna make noise. He's gonna be annoying to do.
Y'all trust this guy to have your back, dude? Do y'all trust this guy to have your back in a life or death situation, dude? Yeah, I don't think so, dude.
With he's going to like just drag you down, and he's actually going to be a liability to the group, right? So we as men, we have like this genetic memory, this like primal instinct to look at a guy like this and just feel revolted by it, right? Because we kind of see a guy like this as not only someone that wouldn't actually contribute, but someone that would actually be a liability. And I really do think it's that deep. There's something unnerving about a grown man that can't control his emotions. There's just something about it that always kind of just bugs you, right? Like it always bugs something about.
Oh, this guy, dude? I do not like this guy right here. I'm not gonna lie, I dated a guy that was almost there in the soy boy line. You dated a soy-lennial? Unfortunate. There is people who put on that persona when they do kids shows, which kind of makes sense. I mean, yeah, of course. But there's a lot of people that are also just like this. We've seen this grow the last few years, like these soy-lennials, the incels, the nice guys always finish last, pouting, like they're like just seeing the incels and the soy boy beta fucks running wild these last few years has made me feel like no sympathy for guys, dude. I don't even know.
Always kind of just bugs you, right? Like it always bugs you when you see a guy just like crashing out in a very undignified way. There's just something about it that you just immediately distrust this person more. And I think this is the reason behind
fucking
it.
Boogie.
Like, if you're having
Boogie is 100% acting though. Boogie is 100% acting here, like obviously, but he really should try to lose weight and not look the way he does for sure. You know what I'm saying? Because he does look like the definition of soy right here, dude. I ain't gonna lie. Dude, he got bigger tits than a lot of chicks. What the fuck? Yeah, he does, dude.
Trust this person more. And I think this is the reason behind
Jesus.
it. Like, if you're having this kind of reaction to a Star Wars trailer, fuck, what good are you going to be when shit gets real? When
100%.
you actually need to be focused
Jesus.
and, and be purposeful
Jesus.
in what you're doing, right? The only time I would ever have like a face like this is, as I mentioned, if I found like a briefcase of $1 million, okay, I might make the soy jack face. I ain't gonna lie.
100%.
Not for like this mundane, not for like mundane things that, this performative, look at me, I'm not a threat kind of.
Look at me, I got an ugly shirt. Look at me, just bought an ugly shirt.
Facial expression that these guys do. And I really do think it's got to do with genetic memory. I don't think it's a coincidence that this type of face is annoying to
Jesus.
literally everybody except people that are making this face. Like it seems to put off everybody, right? And I think this is a big reason why. You know, and as a millennial, like I think it's kind of annoying that, you know, this is associated with us. Like I don't want this to be, like I don't want soylenials to be a thing, but there are. By the way, guys, I'm now going to be streaming on Twitch, so if you want to go check me out when I do live streams, please drop me a follow at Aesthetics Waiting on Twitch. Thank you guys for watching.
Yeah, this guy, video. I mean, he's absolutely right, dude. I don't know about you guys, but I was almost uncomfortable the whole time watching this video, seeing all these people do this stupid ass soy face. Yeah, the soylenials is an epidemic that needs to be stopped, dude. It is disgusting. These people need to get in the gym. They need to lock in. Okay, they need to lock in. Aesthetics Waiting, dude. Video by this guy, dude. I'm gonna like this video. Go drop this guy a like. Go watch his video. All that stuff, dude. We support everyone we watch, as always, dude. I'm sorry if you're in my chat and you look like this guy, by the way, because I kind of just cooked the fuck out of you. Not me. Okay, good. Hell nah. Okay, good. Andy with the Andy, you do not look like that, dude. Sag, whatever, dude. That's funny, dude. Okay, W this guy. Like, subscribe, notification bell. That's about it, dude.